Hi, everyone. Today, we are going to start a new chapter, chapter 11, dedicated for some measurements, like measures of central tendency when we are studying or we are going to study some series of scores and statistical survey about a given subject. So the first section is all about measures of central tendency. So these measures like mean, median, mode, and even we want to talk a little bit about a range of scores, okay, list of scores, to compare between two different lists of scores and so on. So how we can define the mean. The mean is the statistical term, okay, known as average. Average, okay. The mean we can denote it by X with a bar as head on the head of the X, okay, with this symbol to represent, we use this symbol to represent the mean. So how to find it? The mean of a set of scores is calculated by adding all the scores. We add the sum, we sum all the score that we have, and we divide this sum by the number of scores, by the total number of scores. For example, we have a score 2, 3, 4, and 5. So normally we divide the sum by 5, easy, and we add all these values. So 3 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 divided by 5 by the total number of scores to obtain 7.2 as a mean. What we mean by the mode. Okay, the mode, to define it, the definition of the mode is very simple. The score, the most repeated, or the most commonly occurring score. So good, we have these numbers, okay. We can, to simplify or to easy our work, we can rearrange this score and you put it in increasing order from the smallest to the greatest. So normally 3, 7, 8, 9, 9. Normally we have this list, okay, the same that we used before. Normally we have the 9 is repeated 2 times, the 8 is repeated once, 7 once, and the 3 once. So normally the most repeated, the most frequently used, the most commonly occurred in this list is 9. So normally the mode is 9. Sometimes we can have more than one mode, like for example in this set of numbers, we have, for example, 3 is repeated 3 times and 4 is repeated 3 times. So both of these two scores are repeated. The most occurred 3 times and both with the same frequent. So so normally we can say that this set is a B model. And the modes, we have two modes. It has 2 modes, and they are 3 and 4. What we mean by the median? Easy. The median is the score or is the value that cut or that divide our scores, our set in the half. So the first step to find the median is to put the set of scores in an increasing order. First of all, increasing order. Secondly, it depends. So normally it is the middle, the median of a score, of a set of scores is the middle score, but according or when talking about arranged in ascending, increasing order, ascending order, that we mean here we mean from the smallest to the greatest. Good. Normally, if we have a set of scores like here, first of all, first step, we put it in ascending order to obtain, first of all, 3, 7, 8, 9, 9. Good, from the smallest to the largest. Secondly, we can, for example, count the number of scores. Here we have a 5. So normally we have an odd number of scores. When we have odd number of scores, so this 5, the total number, we add to 1 and we divide it by 2 to obtain 3. So normally the third score, okay, for sure, we're referring to the set put in the ascending order. So the third score is our median. Why? Because we have 2 scores before and 2 scores after that. Okay, so normally 8 is our median. So if we have, we read, if we are talking about a set of scores and the total number of scores is even. First of all, we put the set in ascending order. Good. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is even. So normally we divide. We can say that we divide 8 by 2. So normally we would obtain 4. But if we, for example, check the fourth number, so it is here. We have a 3 before, but we have 4 after. So normally we took the 4th and the 5th, and we find the average of these two. How to obtain the average? Like we add these two numbers and we divide by 2. So the average of the n over 2 and the n over 2 plus 1 scores to attain 6.5 as a median. For sure, we have before 3 and after 3. Or if the median is here, 6.5, so normally we have 4 scores after before and 4 scores after. So the range of a set data is a measure of its spread. It is not one of the tendency. The central tendency is to describe the spread of the data, given data. So normally it is given by the following formula. The range is the difference between the highest score and the lowest score. For example, in the set 1, the highest score is 11 and the lowest one is 3. So 11 minus 3 is the range 8. With the set B, 13 minus 1. So the spread is 12. So the B is obviously more spread. We can say that because the range of the set B is greater than the range of the set A. So we can say that B is obviously more spread out, and the range highlight this fact. Good. The same way we can apply the rules that we explained before about the mean. So we add all these and we divide it by the number. The mode, the most repeated is 9. So normally is 9. The median, we put, first of all, we put it in the ascending order and we can cross out from either sides. So normally we cross here and here, then one from here, one from left, right, to obtain the 7. Or we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9, it is an odd. We add a 1, we divide it by 2 to obtain a 5. So normally the fifth score in the ascending order set is our median. So normally 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 7 is our median. The range, the highest minus the lowest, so 6. So easy to complete by yourself the following ones. We should know that if we apply an operation like we add to all that scores a constant number, or we subtract a constant number, so the mean follows this operation. For example, here we subtract 3 from each of the first 8 counting numbers, okay, from this set. So normally the mean is reduced by 3, okay? Here we, for example, we add 20. So here the mean is increased by 20. But the main idea is to add 20 to all the numbers or all the scores, all the data in the set. Okay, and so on. What we can remark that also the median follows the same operation that we apply on the set, all the scores of a given set, but the range remains unchangeable. Good. So easy to complete by yourself that we should know that the most affected tendency measurement in any statistical study by the outliers are the mean. The mean is the most affected by the outliers. Okay. Also, sometimes they give us, for example, the mean, and they told us to find the sum. Easy, the sum of scores. We know that we have a mean equal to the sum of scores over the number of scores. So if we use cross multiplication, we'll obtain that the sum of scores is multiplied by 1, and the mean we multiplied by the number of scores to obtain the sum of scores. So normally we can use the cross multiplication like that. Okay, so we'll obtain the sum by 1, so the sum equal to the 8 by 7.5, and so on. And easy also to count in another way. If we have for example, an unknown as a score in the set, and we have known the mean of these scores of the set, so normally it is easy also to calculate it using the same formula. For us, we have 8, for example, a plus 11, plus 5, plus 7, plus x over the total number of 5 equal to the given mean. So normally, by cross multiplication, we will obtain that x equal to 9. So it is easy to solve this equation of one unknown. And these are the main and principal main idea of this section. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.